second. Look at your neighbor and checking. We bout to march, so if you not get to stepping. I done told you who I am. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting a precedent. No mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set because our lowest is passionate. This alone is a classic hit. I'm a verb amongst adjectives. If the industry full of and my words is a laxative. I'm a maniac on these beats. I'm insane and it's not discreet. I'm enraged because y'all ain't see it. I'm spraying on every street, entertaining, no whack opinion. Who's saying we not elite?
It was a frequent sight in the 80s and 90s, and it's continued on till today. Playoff football in the Bay Area as we welcome you to Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. But just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
12 more yards there and another first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to have the first down. Yardage as he's down about the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
So important that you keep an opening drive going because you want to set the tempo right away. And you and I both know you can't set a tempo if you're punting the football away.
Yeah, maybe early. Don't want to be too over the top, but you're right. Big 3rd down conversion. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who's that strong, that agile, he's a lot to deal with. Sometimes you have to double him, and sometimes you're not able to block him no matter who's trying.
And they'll run it here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And across the track, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jalen Waddle from 17 yards out. And the 49ers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And some strong running. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Working out of the gun. Love.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
I don't see Northern trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing. Love. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
4th down. Here's Jay Camarda on to punt for the Bucs.
Taking it about the 16. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him as it is. There goes a 19-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10.
McCaffrey running up the middle. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Call it a loss of 5. A big sack to bring up 3rd down.
But you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Talk about controlling the football and controlling a drive. And with runs like that, they'll continue to do exactly that.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. First and... Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Now a quick throw as they get it to Ayuk outside.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he is going to have the 49ers first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up
56 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 34. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Love now on 2nd down.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle with White. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Rashad White.
46 yards.
And the Buccaneers are back within a score. A pretty well-executed run. They were telling us yesterday, Charles, they were hoping to get everybody in sync, the line, the backs, and everybody looked in sync on that play.
They were in sync, and the field tilted. And that's where we get the term running downhill, because when you've got that kind of momentum and everyone's doing it properly as you just described, it does feel like they are coming from downhill to you as a defender, and that is really hard to stop.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 68 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
Down right around the 25. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And Jake Moody now on for the field goal.
Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's now 13-8.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to get a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 33. play action. Love to throw. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. Kelly will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, but give me my best power running play with my best back right now. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Again, this is White. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad White, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Love throwing for it. And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal.
49ers 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
At the 22-yard line.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They'll set up to throw. They'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, Charles, you look at this offense. They're the #1 seed, a Super Bowl favorite, but it's hard to avoid the topic that this is a rookie quarterback under center making his first ever. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag, and they'll accept that penalty.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he returns this to the 22.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the set.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
2nd and 4. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Jonah Jackson, former third-round pick, the guilty party.
He'll look to throw. That is caught. Kincaid with it. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. That one goes for 24 yards.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the 49ers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. And this one is incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield, incomplete.
Love, they go play action now. That's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he got blown up on that play, back at the 20. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
And that is incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And this certainly a key moment in this game, trailing by 3. Fourth quarter with a spot in the championship game next weekend on the line.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
McCaffrey on the toss right. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Come on.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Grady Jarrett able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. When you talk about clutch, that one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing in a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives, all tied, 4th quarter, as the kick is away here. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Next to score, Buccaneers 30, 49ers 23.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
One of the most exciting plays in football. A kickoff return for a touchdown. And in all the excitement, let's not lose sight of the fact that now the pressure shifts to that snapper, holder, and kicker. This extra point is really important.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter, as the kick is away here. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, fourth quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. 111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground with White.
There he goes left side. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bucs strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
49ers 30.
Let's get 6 right here. Let's get in good field position, guys. Block together.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he's loose again. Running room at the 50. Look out. And they will score. It's a 49 touchdown. He goes 105 yards on the kick return.
And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
Both these teams fighting for their playoff lives. All tied, 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you're probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. Well, at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down.
looking to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
It's taken to the 26. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Here's 1st and 10. Love. Finds White.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Now Love.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Osborne. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This would put them in the NFC title game. And he got it. The kick is good. He splits the uprights. And in doing so, he sends them to the NFC title game.
The Buccaneers are moving on in these playoffs as we say thanks for watching and so long.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry.